Okay, so before I start on anything, let me preface this. I'm late to my stream because I was doing Japanese homework. As you can see, I just think it's really funny that I do it in Clip Studio Paint, so I kept it open. This way I could do this fancy little reveal here. But bam! This is what we're working on today. I always find it funny. You don't know what's happening right before my stream when I'm like frantically running. I'm writing the same kanji over and over again. That's pretty much what's happening. I'm closing that. Here I am, I'm on time. In my world at least. Okay. So, obviously, I had a comment where people can't really tell, like I can't record the sketch process because I did it on paper. But we're doing it again. We're doing more on paper. However, 2 of these are actually done already. And I can show them off. This one and this one are done. Let me show you. They're real. They're real stickies. They're not in my shop yet because they're going to be updated in January. Sorry, you're gonna hear. Look, my pink. Very pink. Everything pink. Let's go. It's upside down. So that's cool. I got a whole section full of just Zelda. Which includes my Zelda print. My Zelda print is actually, we have a sticker form for it. Because people asked for it. Alright, so I've got this guy. He's up there. It's holographic. Look, fancy, huh? This one I was hesitant about, but people actually really liked it. So I was like, yes. So excited. And then I have to order more of these because people really like this one. I plan on making it into a pin, but I don't know how to do that yet, so I'm gonna learn that. This one, also holographic. Fancy. And then I have, of course, if you are watching me live, I have linked it so you can see it as a, I've linked it as a print form. So I have this one, also holographic. It's mirrored, of course, but this one is a popular one. And then I also have Linky, just to match. But this one is extra holographic because it's darker. It's like super holographic. Crazy. I do have another Link sticker as well. That's not even related to this. I just have it here. I'm going to show it. Other one. So that's my collection so far, and it's getting bigger. We noticed when I was displaying them, there's like a really weird gap, which was not even like the real issue. The real issue was I already planned on drawing these 2, so now they're gonna fit. I have the real drawing over here. This is what it looks like. It's a tiny, tiny little piece of paper. Because when I'm at markets and they're really dead, I just draw things. You might recognize this one. I didn't do this one on stream, but I did do this. It's finished already for Halloween. See? On paper. Crazy. So, obviously, 2 of them, we don't need them. Actually, maybe this time, I'm going to remember to record from the beginning, alright? Alright. Recording. Yes. Not that this is gonna show up. I don't know which one to start on. I felt like Zelda probably is a good one to start on. I think this concept has been done already. I feel like maybe the original concept art has it. So other artists have definitely done this before. And then this one, I found this one really funny, but to be honest, I'm not really that great at drawing animals yet. But then I did, the only reason this came about was because I did a bunch of commissions with werewolves. So now I'm like, well, I can draw a wolf now. And the story here is, so I have 2 really cute dogs, but sometimes if you like chase dogs or if they're like scared, they make this face. It's really funny where they're like, they're so scared. So I wanted to draw Link as if he was getting chased by like the fairies, Navi and Tattle. I think there's another one now. Well, different games, different Zelda fairies chasing him going, hey, listen, because I think that would be so funny. And he's like, leave me alone, please. So I'm mixing 2 different games, or 3 different games here, because I've got Wolf Link, which is Twilight Princess. We've got Navi, which is, I believe, Ocarina? And then Tattle is in Majora's, right? There are 2? Let me double check. It's been a while, okay? Don't judge me. I'm not a fake fan. We Google it, where they come from. Who are the 2 fairies? Tattle and Tail. Okay, sorry, there's 3. But like, I only wanted to add 2, so... Okay. Somebody's saying something about Discord. I don't use Discord, except for... Yeah, I don't really use Discord. A lot of people ask me for it, but... Nah. I don't use it. Alright. What else was I saying? I got distracted. Yeah, anyway. So this one is like... 3 games, maybe. And then this one is just purely the Kingdom, I think. But we're gonna do this one super magical, much lighter. I don't know what it is about me drawing Zelda, I just always have to make her sad. I have drawn Zelda happy 1 time. She's actually one of my standees. Happy Zelda. Alright, how should we get started? I'm gonna do Zelda first because that seems less daunting. I do think this is gonna be a multiple stream situation because I don't think I can draw Wolfie that fast. Hold on a second, I gotta do something. Okay. Cool. Sorry, I have to like be my own mod. Alrighty. How do I want to do this? First of all, her pose is kind of stiff, right? I don't know if I was gonna like 3D model it or use my little body chan, but let's just try and sketch it out first. Maybe I'll just use it as a reference. I don't know. Man, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Okay. If you haven't noticed, I did jump in, as I was saying, right after doing my Japanese homework, so my brain is very much in language mode, not in... So I'm gonna struggle speaking even English right now. So I wanted it to be like, she's holding it. Maybe she is happy, like she's holding it with care, right? I think it was my title, or maybe it was just the day last time, but the last stickers, or also they were pretty much finished, so there was not much to watch, but the last thing that I was working on was the Apothecary Diaries. I still have to polish them up a little bit, but I was like, is anybody a fan of this? I feel like people are a fan of this, and then nobody showed up. And I was like, maybe Zelda's more universal. I really hope some Zelda fans show up. Because, listen, I stream 3 times a week, and that's 12 hours a week, and I'm beginning to realize how much time that is to be talking to myself a lot of the time. It means so much. If you're watching right now, it means so much. Even if you don't chat, it means so much. So, my first time putting like Zelda lo-fi in the background, so I also don't know. Yeah. So I was actually gaming yesterday, for like the first time in like forever, which probably tells you I stream a lot because I don't. As soon as I stopped gaming on stream, I stopped gaming. Period. Like I stopped pretty much. And when I do, I like binge it, which can't be healthy. I played so much Expedition yesterday, it was kind of crazy. But I played with my friend through PC, and I was realizing the audio on my computer, it's kind of really weirdly calibrated. It's like extremely loud for me. So I have to reduce it, which means I can't tell. Basically what I'm saying is if it's too loud, can you just tell me? I want you to have a nice experience, but I can't hear very well. Plus my previous job had a lot of loud forklifts, okay? So I'm kind of... I have hearing loss now. I regularly need to tell my friends to yell at me because I can't hear what they're saying, so... Also, I'm not wearing glasses today, so... we can make proper eye contact now. Wait, I started, like, really drawing her, but I should have figured out her pose first. Let me try that again. Hold on. Let's do this really messy so then I can be aligned. Also, I learned the puppet warp tool, and I'm like, dude, I'm so excited to find an occasion where I can use that thing. Today may be the day, I don't know. Okay, we want her... Okay. Clearly this is a problem. Let me figure this out. Looking downward. I think I can draw with like pencil fine. I prefer pen actually, but in these situations I'm not drawing it to polish because I know it doesn't really matter. And I know if I want to finish it, I can just do it later. So please don't judge my poor drawing skills. I'm sure I could do better if I cared. If I'm... maybe I should get the model. Here she is. Here she is. Trying to see... I have Body Chan here. Trying to think of like if you're leaning forward, kind of. Is she leaning forward? Yeah, when you cradle something, you kind of lean. What freaks me out about this sketch though, and I remember doing it before, like when I was doing it, I was thinking about like she can't really put her hand on the blade, right? Because that seems ouchy. I mean, you could. It's a sword. And I think she is actually holding it that way her amiibo is. Let me double check. Let me double check your amiibo right now. I have this amiibo at home. Could just use it. This one. She is holding it, but like very gently. But like how? Isn't this sword heavy? I feel like this sword is heavy, no? Crazy. So in this one, she's like this, right? Like her body is more upward. But in mine, I want it to be more... I don't know what I want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I don't know. I don't know what I want. It's not that simple. Anybody know that room? No? It's not that simple. What I think whenever I order food. Even I'm trying to think like, how would my hand? Pointy ears, of course. I'm just trying to get the vibe, honestly. Like, this is not a good, like, oh, I'm going to draw over this. It's more like I'm trying to understand what are we doing? What are we going for here? It's also, I'm doing it for a sticker, right? So I can't, like, do, like, a whole background element thing. I mean, I can do both. As a print and a sticker, but I don't know. I feel like my booth is becoming too Zelda and I'm scared. But that was never my intention. I'm just a really big Zelda fan. Like kind of a sad smile, kind of like she's taking care of the sword, but she knows that he's gonna be okay. This is terrible drawing right now, but you know, believe me. This is the part where we start to make it look proper, I think. I know how to do it in Photoshop, not in the clips. Yeah, the torso. We like organs. If her body extended this far, but naturally. We're not drawing everything. We're probably gonna cut this part off. Sorry. Immediately forgot what the sword looks like. What does it look like? Right. Even though I've drawn it before. Right, this should be the hilt. This should be the part. Alright, then this hand needs to go away. Yeah, do those tricep exercises. I want it to be kind of like she's tilting her head a little bit toward it, but then that changes the angle. It cannot just be like she turns her head like this. If she's turning toward it, we're actually seeing the bottom of her chin here. The jaw. Yeah. And this part changes angle this way. The liquefy. They ever tell me that Zelda and Link are not like supposed to be a couple? This is the only ship that I have in my mind. But apparently some people think they're siblings, which is because they're both the same hair color. You know what? I actually have some commentary on that. What? I have questions more. Rather, why are so many of the Nintendo characters blonde with blue eyes? You ever thought about that? Like, why does everybody have blue eyes? I don't know. All right, so there's my sketch. Let's look at the look at the difference. It's because I can easily erase faster. Okay, and then I had this one. So I guess this one is kind of this is like the vibe that I was going for overall, and then this is like closer And then this is like, I started drawing and then didn't realize I had to change the pose. So this is the vibe, and now we execute the vibe. Execute. I don't know. Decided what style we're gonna do this in, but I think the simpler the style, the better it works in a thicker form. So probably not too painterly. But I also don't want to really do like I can do line art, but then it takes. Like, can the sketch be the line art? Really? Kind of looks like Link, right? Make her look like she's looking one more. Alright, I'm just gonna fill that in. You should figure that out. Or body is the thing that's more turning. Face, I'll always be able to figure out. For all the face. Make sure that the angle makes sense for me. So then when I draw the body makes the head. Looks like she has bad fitting lashes. Like they didn't align properly. Okay. For reference. Similar to last time that I was working on stream. Put her somewhere. Put her there. Put her there. The vibe. I made a folder, didn't actually put them in the folder, that's crazy. I'm gonna work on the body first and then I'll do the hair. Then the hair will obscure things. Same with the clothes. And the sword. Everything. some people do like the sketch multiple times. Like this version. Do it like one time messy, really messy, and then do it clean again, do it even cleaner. Which kind of feels like what's happening right now. I don't. This looks more like we're looking this angle, not kind of this angle. Does it? Doesn't matter. We're putting clothes over it. One thing I had to break out of, like consciously, was making sure that nothing was like just straight. I mean, here is kind of okay, but like this part, if you just do like the arm like straight like this, it starts to look kind of not soft and fleshy like a human. Or an elf in this case. This one, she's holding it very gingerly. Why do they say gingerly? Ginger is like really spicy. Not spicy, I don't know what I mean, it is a spice. Oh no, I'm gonna spiral over this. What do they mean by gingerly? That's not like a soft emotion at all. That's wrong. Okay. Focused on ginger. I've insulted the word and now I can't draw gingerly. I do find Zelda fans who are not like into my version of Zelda, which is okay. But for the people who do like my version, I hope that they enjoy the new stuff as well. I know some artists, they're primarily fan artists, and then some artists are primarily original. I feel like I'm a good mix. But what I am a fan of, clearly, is a lot of Zelda and Miku. I don't know what happened. But what's weird is I go to events and things, and like, events where there are artists drawing, you know, multiple fandoms or whatever. Whatever your opinion on it. Don't worry about it. Shh. It's fine. But, I never really see Zelda, which is weird. No. Unless it's a bigger event, then I start to see Zelda, of course. And that makes me really happy, because I'm like, oh! Even if I don't buy, I'm just happy to see it. So I hope other people feel that way. It's kind of like representation for that weird, nerdy, emotional thing that you got attached to. I don't know. I have a feeling that this head is wrong. It's gonna cause problems later. This hand is wrong. I already know. Maybe gonna have to model it myself. I don't know. Or we'll get the 3D model to do it. I don't know. For now, that hand is wrong. This one looks like it's correct because I've done it so many times. Visual library has been uploaded. sometimes I feel like my brain is just like a Google Drive that's getting overloaded with references and images. Visual library. Visual virtual library. You know what song I was obsessed with from Zelda for a really long time? Was Midna's Lament. Obsessed with that one. All of my teenage years. No, I was a big fan of Zelda even when I was learning to draw. So we have Zelda to thank for a lot. And then if she has a thumb, which she does, it's just not visual to us. Visible. It's over here. Back here. Yeah, it might be a little wrong. I think this part is supposed to stick out and her hand is supposed to... For the most part, that's okay. Just gonna erase this part. I was holding it. I think actually. Like a guitar almost. Oh, right. We're gonna 3D model that one, because I'm not sure about it. This is probably gonna get cut off, but I would like the body to flow so then when I do draw it, it doesn't get cut off weird. She's bald Zelda. Not short-haired Zelda, bald Zelda. When I'm out and about, I regular, my god, I can't speak English. I regularly am humming Zelda songs. And if I run into somebody who can finish it, I'm always very excited. How I draw elf ears is essentially the same way I draw human ears, I just extend it. Like I just stretch the anatomy. Human ear is like whoop, sorry. Something like that. Something like that. Not perfect. Every ear is different. I don't know. Some people have this connected, some people don't have it connected. This is a time lapse. Somebody's gonna just see me take 2 seconds. Here's an ear. That's how you know it's real. I'm gonna... it would be really funny, I think. Like, fake time lapse and be like, this is how you know it's real. In the middle of the time lapse, drew a random ear, drew random nonsense that had nothing to do with anything. This is what I think of when I think of like a ball-jointed doll, or like those Barbies. This is kind of how I think of how to draw bodies. When I was in fashion school, they actually taught us to do the knees like this. And on the back, the way that you knew it was the back was to do the reverse. So I don't know if that tip helps anybody, but think of like knee pads for like skateboarding. How it's like this. That's how I think of Ike. Alright, time to do the 3D model nonsense. I have a weird sneaking suspicion that people always show up when I'm doing the 3D model thing. And I don't know how I feel about that. Because it's always when I'm just struggling. Right, buddy? So let's make sure that this body actually makes sense. Hold on. Gotta bend this way. Then this. Wait. I think that's too far, right? There we go. That tiny piece was missing. So this hand does look like pretty much right, I think. This is the thing I was concerned about a little bit. I don't know, hips are really weird like that. I don't understand. Like, even realistically, they're weird. I don't understand how they bend the way that they do. They never look right. But they're, like, they genuinely don't look like they should be able to move that way. I don't... To be fair, this is a man body, but like the anatomy is basically the same, so I don't really get it. Alright, now I want to make this hand a little bit more dainty. She's holding it again, gingerly. I really need to double check that I'm using that word right. Back. The way that I'm thinking here is I'm trying to imagine a straight line here. It's being held up here. I mean, with some variation, because clearly I'm perfectly putting it together, but this looks like wild. So, I think this pose, I was kind of thinking like her body is holding it a little bit. Either her bicep is holding it a little bit, or her hip is holding it a little bit. So, if that's the case, maybe it should be like this. I don't know. Because this would mean that the sword is going the other way. Spider-Man? Spider-Man. wondering if I should move this and like rotate it, like the way that the model is. Or does it not add? And then we draw in the sword. Hopefully it'll work. We pray. We pray it works. First things first. Let's do the... Forgot the term for this. What is sword anatomy? What? Blade. So I was right. It is just straight up called the blade. Like it is just the blade. And then of course, hilt I know. Guard. And pommel. Ooh. Ooh, we're learning the words. I need to search up how did the sword actually heal itself? Did she heal it? I swear she healed it, right? Yeah. She... Well... Isn't this a scene in the actual game? Or am I like Mandela affecting myself and going like, yeah, that was a thing that really happened? I don't remember. I need to Google it. I'm like, if I search it up, did it happen? Like, this is a real thing? No, not really. I think just a lot of artists have done their take on the scene or something. Okay. Like at the same time that the game was coming out, so now my memory is just mixing them together. Alright, so the concept though remains the same. It's like when if you haven't played the game, I don't want to spoil it for you. However, she heals the sword. So this one is the Tears of the Kingdom Zelda. So that's why she has short hair. Can I just take my own artwork and like put it in here? Hold on. Work smart, not hard? Wait, can I do that? Will it work? That'd be so funny if it would work. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Where is it though? These are the stickers that you may have seen if you were here for the very beginning. It is separated, technically. Oh, it disappeared. Wait. Hold on a second. I would repaint it, but I think it kind of worked. Wait, that's crazy. I love it. I love when things work out. This is gonna be the funniest time lapse. I gotta write the message in here though. Work. Smart. Not hard. I told you, it's really hard to write in Studio. It's so stupid. It works! Yes. I do need to resize a little bit. I did realize while drawing this sword itself, even my version of it, I'm gonna be honest, it's not perfectly straight. Because, you know. There's nothing against... There is no written text against artists using their own assets. Okay? We should move it this way. Trying to make it fit together. Obviously, I still have to paint the corrupted part anyway, so it's like... whatever, I still have to... And I love how close this is here. Oh, I would have to... Get rid of the vibe now. I think it's a little bit tall. A bit too much. I know that the Master Sword is actually really tall. So tall, in fact, that when you play Smash Bros, little fun fact for you, you play Smash Bros and you're playing Link, he cannot put the sword back and in his sheath properly. It doesn't actually work. I don't know if they've ever fixed that, but you'll see it if cosplayers ever cosplay it. They can't do it. They've tried, and they it's really, they're like jumping up and down to try and get it out. It doesn't work. I think they shrink it in Smash Bros to make it look realistic, but it doesn't actually work. Yeah, I think this should actually be... The angle of the sword itself is not wrong. It's the hands. Because how can the sword be wrong? I mean, I know it's not perfectly straight, but that would involve the middle part, not the rest of it. Move your head. All right. Time to do her hair. I'm gonna figure out the rest of the sword afterwards. I feel like I gave her a side part. She doesn't actually have a side part, huh? Don't have a side part at all. I have to search up a proper reference of her hair. I don't know what these are called. A trippy braid. I feel like when I originally drew Zelda, like the first time for print, I did not draw this braid, and then I had to add it in afterwards. Something about this braid is relaunching memories in my software. Like I feel like I've relived this. This one song reminds me of like, I don't know, a 2000s movie. I don't know. But it is the vibe of this painting for sure. It matches. Don't worry, Zelda will become much prettier. I will do her justice. I'll try, at least. Not longer. Imagine if I just gave her long hair because I felt like... I do like long hair Zelda, but I think short hair Zelda suits her. I gotta say, somebody who's had long hair and short hair. Right now I'm growing out my hair to be very long. But I've had short hair in the past, and I tell you, full range of motion for the neck is nice. Hair is very heavy, actually. So it makes sense if you're adventuring, you would want shorter hair. She is very sharp right now, but my style tends to be kind of sharp. And then I soften afterwards. Later. Later she'll be. And for the clothes, oh man, complicated. Oh no, they're complicated. Let's do that on another layer. These massive earrings, first of all. Actually, I think her body might be wrong here. It's fine. Okay. Wait, in this scene, would she have it still? Because he took it off, right? I don't want. Okay, so she usually has a jewel here, but in this context of this artwork, I think it would be missing. And I didn't forget to draw it in its context. Sorry, sword, you need to disappear just in case. I have to move the sword, then I know what's back there. Double layered situation here. We got the middle. Oh my god, it's centered, so that means we need to make it look centered. Oh. Okay. Wider, I think. It's like windy, wouldn't it be like kind of? Quite right, but this is kind of tricky to do with this pose. Kind of very drapery heavy. This part is going to get cut off somehow. So I want to do it in a way that makes sense. It's gonna be kind of glowy, so thinking so shiny it kind of fades out the bottom. Or we do some kind of design to make it work together. Or I just move her legs to be more straight down. Or I just draw all of her. But it seems like then you would lose focus on the face, the emotion. See how I'm gonna figure it. Okay, racist. Can I simulate what it'd be like? Not really. Because then it looks like it's more like this angle. Which is also not wrong. It's what's going forward. Well, I'll figure it out while painting it. There's no real way for me to change it now. That's her hair. That's her earrings. All outfit. Alright, and then her outfit has a bunch of details, so whew. Oh man. Yes, let's go cosplayers. Oh, she also has a headdress that I completely skipped out on here. See if we can do this easily. Some cosplayers did it already. Looks like an eyeball. I mean, this doesn't have to be perfect, I think, but I'm gonna do my best. If the cosplayers can put that much effort, I think I can put some effort in. Okay. Committed. Committed. What am I even looking at right now? I'm not even in her hair anymore. We're going off-road. Whew. That's one side. We just have to copy and flip. Obviously not gonna perfectly line up. We're gonna use it. Then I feel like I'm missing it here. I guess it's supposed to look like eyelashes or something. Like an eyeball. But cosplayers can only do so much, so yeah. Break certain pieces. I think this is actually a bit big. Hidden in her hair, or oop. What is happening? I see. My reference is a little bit wonky. This is supposed to look, I think, more like a wink. And it looks more intentional. This piece here. And it is too big. Like, way too big. Because this is supposed to be centered. Like a third eye. Or maybe it's that her forehead is too small. I don't know. Alright, I think it should be like this, and I made her forehead actually too small. So I'm going to fix her hair real quick. So it kind of makes sense. Not perfectly, by any means, but closer to the character. Whew, wasn't that a challenge? That was quite the challenge. So she's got arm pieces here as well, and bracelets. Of course, both of her hands are visible. Oh man. Well, I do one side, and then the rest you can figure out later. This is not like when I did Jinchi's outfit for Apothecary Diaries. The details were so small that it didn't make sense to like try and get them right, but in this case it's like they're so simplified and they're spanning like a big piece of the artwork that it's like, oh, maybe we should put in a little effort, tiny bit. But it's not so bad. We're already like halfway through the part that we did wrong. Don't worry about it. Believe in me. I won't get us stuck here forever. Oh, why is this one line the most difficult thing? What? Huh? What am I even looking at? It's like the llama in Emperor's New Groove. They look like Tetris pieces, actually. I've begun playing Tetris again. It's actually really good if you're someone who overthinks a lot. It like stops you from overthinking because you literally can't because you're so focused on what's coming next, and it starts speeding up. You don't have time to worry about things. My brain is very much one of those that just goes. Like we're going. We gotta go. So it's very hard for me to relax if I'm not working. When I'm working, then I'm relaxed because I'm thinking about work. That's not ideal, is it? Alright, now this part I'm not gonna draw because it looks like I might shift this and then we won't be able to see it. So. There you go, Zelda, you and your Tetris dress. It looks like she's got beads underneath this fold here, actually. So it looks like I actually drew them in over this part. I don't know what shape they are because I can't really find a good reference on them. Even the game reference is like, huh? I see, they are like the same as her necklace. So also speaking of, this is more like twisted fabric, I feel like. Oh man, now I find a good reference of the dress. I searched for like 2 seconds longer, I would have found it. I think this is kind of boring having it like a perfectly straight line. Doesn't make sense. That don't look like fabric. I mean, this part is this whole part. It out like this, and I like this. It's thicker because it's folded over. Yeah. Then I guess it interchanges, so small, big, small, small, big, small. Small, big, small. Well, this is actually quite fashionable. Look at it. I guess I got such an interesting design over here. Look at that. Yeah. Same thing with over here. Might not be perfect. Okay. Oh, it should be lower. Adding a little bit of pizzazz. I typically don't like duplicating things like this unless it makes sense, because you're not going to be able to tell that they're the same, especially when they're the opposite sides, the color changes. Alright, and whoop! Every time, man. I don't know. Bracelets, for her bracelets. Same thing. Great! Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like so. And now we bring everything back. Thank you for waiting, everyone. We can now put them all together. But this is her body, right? So we are going to use a mask just in case I have to change it. We don't need to see all of this. That's why I did everything on different layers. Don't need her baldness. Oh! Her neck is covered here. We will figure out her face. We will get there, okay? This, I'm going to leave it until we're more confident. And for her hair, also with the mask, I'm going to erase behind the earrings. We bring back the sword, and now we do the mask with the sword. Mask, like Majora's mask, different type of mask. I've always thought about getting a Zelda tattoo, and I just never ended up doing it. I have this fear of like getting any kind of tattoo associated with a person or like a brand, because like they could still let me down. They could still let me down. You never know. With the way things are going over at Disney, things could go wrong. Okay, for the simplicity of this artwork, I am going to shrink this sword. It's not logical. Like the actual sword is quite long, but I'm shrinking it for artistic purposes. Well, product purposes rather, because otherwise it's not going to fit together. I did that wrong. Well, thank you. These gamers sound like really loud. Ripping. You know what freaks me out a little bit? Thinking about, what's it called? Well, the digit bones. The bones that are like in your finger, they're actually like really skinny and tiny. Like in your fingertips. So when I draw my characters, I tend to give them like kind of like this kind of shape. But like the bone in your fingertip literally is like that. Like it is tiny actually. It's crazy. All right. Stream's over. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I think I saw somewhere where somebody was claiming that joke of like, oh, it's over, let's go home. It's very like millennial or something. And I was like, oh. Well, I'm allowed to have millennial humor because I am a millennial. Whatever, I don't care. Get with it. I'm gonna make it like, this is gonna be super faded anyway. Or like maybe I'll just like cut it off and then have her this. That looks weird, right? Kinda looks off. Originally I was gonna do it like her one leg. The other one is just like kind of disguised or whatever, but I'm like, now I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to do that? We change her angle so she's like this. I don't know, she's floating, like one leg's like this, the other leg is like this. Because then it's less awkward. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. Body is just turned this way. As for her little sash thing, I really don't know what to call this thing. Listen, like illustrating and product, like illustrating for a product, they're different skills. They are not interchangeable. Like, exactly. Fascinating. Like this. I know her dress isn't like goofy or anything, but just for the sake of like shape. Alright, and let me show you what I mean. Because if this becomes a sticker, it'll be like this. Oh, like this. Rounded, but I don't want to struggle. But then some people might think it looks like it should be this way. It's loading. Which is like, oh, but it's not. I want to make it obvious that it's like the right way. This one. Okay. We spent all that time figuring out the pose only to be like, it doesn't work. It don't work. Story of my life, man. Real. I can still move these pieces, so it's okay. Oh my god, it just became the exact same the exact same pose as this. It was unintentional. Apparently there's a reason they did it this way. I didn't want to do it this way, okay? Y'all are my witness. I originally wanted to do something different. Alternatively, I could have made it like she's... I don't know how to explain. Just draw it for you. Then I could have added the whole body. like she's curled up with it, but then a lot of this would be obscured, and then I don't typically like doing full body stickers anymore because it starts to get, at least with my style, it's not exaggerated enough, the face. So then when I do the full body, the face starts to get really tiny unless the sticker is really, really big. And then it starts to get hard to understand what we're looking at. So I was like, I have to choose what I want to do. And the focus for me was the face. Trying to experiment to see if I could like figure it out really, but gonna duplicate. I can see if I can try it again. Is there really no way I could do it where I could curve this? Does that make sense, physically? Body's like this. We did the whole sketch earlier, clean, and then life had other plans, didn't it? I still want to make it look like this is flowing, but I can't really do it easily if I crop it. Sometimes I extend it past. I mean, I think that's an alternative. We're gonna have to redraw this while painting, aren't we? Aw, man, I hate when that happens. Sometimes I just want the plan to be solid, so then I don't have to figure it out later. Other times it don't work out like that, do it? Which one's better? I want like a blend of the two. I don't know how the heck. Because then it follows the shape of the sword, and then you know which orientation to put it. Trying's hard, y'all. Let's look at it again. This was one version. This is another version. Where's the rest of her body again? And then if I and do this, it's a different version. Real quick, let me just... Also, I made it so like the wind is going this way, so it's not like I can make the dress go this way. Sorry, ma'am. Let me just remove. Oh, sorry. Also took your elbow. Bad surgeon. Ah, you know what this reminds me of? Mifa has a pose like this. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Doesn't her statue have this pose in the game? Almost. The legs are different. However, she is holding a weapon very limply like this. Oh my god. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. Your hand position, ma'am, is quite similar. Ah, bald Zelda. I have lost her body again. That's because I put the Mifa there and now I'm like, where? Who, what, where, when, why? Ah, yes. I have become a patron artist of body that don't make sense. And then if I do this, does that work? Or maybe like this? Oh man. Okay, this one. And then after this, I have two choices of what I can do. I can either work on Wolf Link, or I can start coloring this. Because this is going to be more than one stream. So I'm like, what do I do? What should I wear? French? No, what will I wear? He says. Will Azuki ever be able to figure out the pose design? Who knows? Alright, that's option number 333. There's too many options. Alright. So we got this one, we got this one, and we got this one. This one I don't love. This one, I feel like it's too similar to the original, and it's also really static. I think it works if we can push it. But then the emotion is different. This was not the original emotion I wanted to go for. Sometimes you have to do that, but it's just not what I originally wanted. This one matches it, but it doesn't look like it physically makes sense. Thoroughly. That's my concern. Well, for now, there's that. I haven't saved even one time, so that's crazy. We're gonna call this Zelda stickers 2 because it's the second set of stickers. Ooh. I'm not sure what I should do. Because if I finish painting this one, then the next stream is going to be only Wolf Link. Versus I could paint both of them. I don't know if anybody has opinions. Alright. Let's think on this pose. For now. Whoop. Whoop. Let's put them all together. And then Wolf Linky is reference. A reference. Mifa needs to go because there's too many things. And future me won't know what the heck's going on. This one is Now we work on Wolfie Link. How the heck how do I draw this? Let's look for wolf reference. Wolf running? Running reference? Oh my god, I think I found the exact same reference I used originally. Oh my god. The fact that I can pinpoint is crazy. Hi, boy. The text we can figure out. It's really just the body of the Wolfie. Let's search up Wolf Link. Have you not played Twilight Princess? You can play him as well. Well, not play him. You can have him be your buddy in Breath of the Wild as well. He's so cute. Come on, looking for a very good one. Why is the in-game reference? Alright, this is the reference in, I think, Breath of the Wild. We can fit another character, another game in there. I think, originally draw the chain on the wrong side. Oh, that's so funny. Somebody made a video about them. Okay. That's Link! It's Link! Isn't that crazy to think about? Like, in some alternate universe. Well, not alternate universe, they're all connected to each other, right? Link is just out here being a wolf. He's just a dog. Alright, similarly, I don't know if we're actually going to use this sketch. I'm going to try my best though. Because clearly I had already had an idea of what was going on. I hope this one's easier than the Zelda one. Let me have a win, please. In this concept, he's supposed to be kind of scared. He's like, oh my god. These freaky fairies keep following me, why? Why are they talking to me? Why are they telling me lava is hot? Leave me alone. So I put his tail down, like he's scared. Did you notice, like, the leg is, like, so nicely... like, it's a smooth line, really. Nature's like that. Things in nature are like that. Unnatural things that make you uncomfortable, they don't smooth, they're not smooth like that. That being said, I do really like the city, so I don't... That's it. And I think I wanted like more of a cutesy approach, so maybe that's why I made the front bigger. The face is the one that's gonna be funny for this one. Honestly, I wasn't sure if I would actually make this, but my partner found it funny, and I like the concept because it reminds me of my own dogs. One of my dogs is very nervous, so no matter what it is, he's just a scared guy. So I can't think of something that he runs away from right now. But one of my dogs, ironically not the one that's very nervous about everything, is like terrified of the vacuum cleaner. So that when you pull out the vacuum cleaner, she just sits up directly and then she's like, "Oh, I'm out of here. See you later." And she pulls this face that's like very serious. So that's the face we're giving Wolf Link. Extend the paws. Extend the paws. One of my favorite videos on the internet is this one Chihuahua getting his nails cut. Have you seen that video? It's really funny. Like, you must choose, Mr. Bond. It's so funny. Clip your nails, or I can't remember what the line is, but it was either he has to get his nails cut or he has to go into the bath, and he refuses to get his nails cut. So funny. My favorite memes and my favorite clips on the internet are all dog related, so it makes sense that I'm drawing Wolfie Link. His nose should actually be much longer. He's got a goatee! When dogs are kind of nervous, they like clench their jaw, right? So I'm going to make it like either his mouth is like really small or it's really like wide. I don't know what'll work better. Obviously, I don't draw wolves all that much. This is gonna be a weird one for me. We should really work on the rest of his body first before I get too far. Link, why don't you have food in your tummy? This is a very skinny wolf. Skinny wolf. Well, he's scared, so his tail's down. His face... Oh, his ears are also down. Because they're doggo. Something about Twilight Princess Link is like he always looks angry. Unless there are dogs involved. It's so funny. Have you seen that? Twilight Princess Link when he's like holding a dog? It's so cute. Holding dog. Ah. I don't know if this is... I think this is just Reddit. Somebody shared this on Reddit, but this is what I mean. He looks so serious. But then when he holds dog, he smile. That's how I feel too. It also works with cats. And then in Skyward, you can also pick up cat. Why did they remove that in Breath of the Wild? Beyond me. Why? I want to be able to pet dogs and like hold the dogs. The next Zelda game, if you're listening to me, actually don't listen to me, Nintendo, please. Don't catch me. Leave me alone. But please. Let me pet the dogs. All I want is to pet the dogs. I don't know how to do this. I don't know if it's he's looking behind him. Because then he kind of looks annoyed. What is this? What? Let me search up Wind Waker Link. I think he has a really funny expression. Maybe not. But just so you know what I'm looking at. Toon Link is so funny to me. He's hilarious. There are actually a lot of scenes with Link being like really surprised. There's actually a bunch of compilations, like what's the best facial expression that Link has made. I know wolves can't like sweat, but it would be funny to add something. This is such a stupid concept. kind of sucks is his piercing's on the opposite side. I should have probably drew him from right to left. But then... maybe I should. But then the text has to change. So that's why... I think that's why I did it left to right. Because I was thinking... like this versus if I flip it, it has to be like... this. Going the opposite direction of what he's running? That's weird to me. I'm not going to do that. However, we won't be able to see his piercing properly, so just for the sake of, like, faking it, add it up here. I know it's lower, okay? I know. It's like when I did weird things to Zelda's design. I'm like, no, I know. So there's like markings up here. Technically, he has eyebrows. Think about it. I remember when I was sketching this, I also drew a bunch of different versions for the eyes, because I was like, how am I gonna do this? Like, scared, crying Link, like, please leave me alone. Leave me alone. It's hard to draw it. I feel like the audio's wrong. Oh. Anyway. Looks like this is actually longer as well. Or just give him like anime expression to make it very clear. This marking, I probably have to shift it to make it look like he's scared, because normally it's like this, right? But it kind of looks like an eyebrow, which makes him look angry. It's like an illusion. I'm gonna flip the link because I can't understand what I'm looking at right now. I'm not one of those people who can flip things in their mind. I think the expression is coming through. Like he's like, help! I'm out of here! Figuring out the pattern here. I could just paint this on. Save my time. Potentially. I don't know if it'll work. I think I have some snazzy hair here. Nice to have a reference. And because it's in my style, I can, of course, add actual fur here. Sparingly, of course, because then less line work. More simplified. Just pull this part. Then this part here is more like my exaggerated thing. As long as you can explain it away, it's fine. And let's turn off the sketch. That's what he looks like. He looks so dorky. Right now he looks a little bit, on one hand he kind of looks dog-like, and on the other hand he kind of looks dragon-like. What's going on? I think it's the nose direction. Hopefully it comes across. course, he has the chain here. And it's trailing behind him. Would love to put it on the opposite paw, but it... I could break the logic and just like do it on the opposite side, knowing that it's the wrong side. As long as like everyone else is aware, I know. I think it's visible enough, like you know it's over there. Kind of funny to like trail the tears behind him. Like, I'm scared. In place of like, wet. Because obviously donkeys can't sweat. Newsflash, didn't know that? They can't sweat. I think it's a little... Fix the silhouette here. Alright, let me figure out that one marking on the head and also his ear, and then we'll do the background here. Kind of reminds me of Iboshi from Beastars. He has kind of like that expression sometimes of like being kind of nervous. I don't know why, but when you do that, it makes it look more like a cat. I don't... Just not make it furry there. Very shorter there. Okay, ears done, marking done. I think a lot of this has to be colored in because it's too subtle. Then we do the back. get the text. Maybe we do it. No, it's okay. No, we're definitely not using this text, right? We're doing a little bit sharper. Anna? Maybe there's something sans serif. That's pretty close. That's close. There we go. I'm gonna make them the right size, and then I'm going to rasterize. How did I draw this? Oh, it's like behind him. What's happening? Okay. Maybe, yeah, perspective. Then we can move them to match his silhouette a little bit, so it's not fully cropped off. Now, I probably should have done this in like size, so that they would match each other immediately. Maybe I should have done that. Oh well. Actually, yeah, let's. Something like that. Maybe a little bigger. I think like doing this kind of makes it like they're chasing him or he's going very fast. I don't know, should I make this side bigger? I make the other side. Well, now I'm going to make it so some of it can be cropped off, it's fine. Not awkward. Here's my dirty. No, it's still awkward. Just a little bit up. Because if I do this, you can see where it's gonna get cut off. That. Oh, that's weird. Where the ear is and then the bottom of the end. Shift it again. This is too high. Technically, I could have just... Only the end, that's kind of a problem. Huh? I think it's easier for me to just redraw that piece of her. No, it's not. I lied. So not easy. These are awkwardly close to each other. Maybe if I make it thicker, it'll work better. I don't know. Let's try. Whoops. Hello over on YouTube. The tube of the U. The E looks better. The N does not. So maybe you just move the N up. Or move the N down. Move the N. Just move the N some. Move it some more. Oop. Oh, I realized I could have just... Yeah. Right. That's an option. Make the N bigger. Make it smaller. But it's kind of weird to make it small, I feel like. List N. Isn't that weird? Why is it in English this is listen, not list 10? Things that will keep me up at night. Never know. Kind of make it like it's curved. Even though his curve is not that dramatic. Now it follows the shape of him. But this E doesn't follow the rules. It's a rebellious E. It's doing its own thing. We give it an exclamation mark. I don't know if I gave it an exclamation mark before. I did not. Like here. Because he... Actually, I think that I like the exclamation mark because he looks surprised. Like, he's the one who's like... Enter the snake sound effect, you know? Is it in white? What happened? Oh, it's just tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Very, very big. But what I could do as well is make this triangle instead. It could also be cute. Or I could make it a circle to match. I don't know. I'm gonna make it taller than the N. You see what I'm saying? Not very obvious though. Seems a little bit much. And circular, I feel like doesn't match the text. Taller. Then I can make just the exclamation mark a different color. So it looks like it's part of the artwork in that way. Like that. Something. Moving on. Following the sketch here. Here's our sketch. If you weren't here for it, there's the sketch. Whoop. On paper, so kind of hard to see. Now we have to do our little terrorizing fairies. They're scaring him. So this is supposed to be thicker. How do I do this? I only want to make one side bigger like this. Not like that. Oh! This is a pleasant surprise, I didn't realize. So the text is going like this, right? And then the chain is actually doing this. So it should be more like this. Go exaggerate it to match. Because originally it was like this as well. Exaggerate it so it looks almost like this throughout the whole piece. Now there's one fairy up here and then there's one down here. Arguably should have been back here, because then it's like he's running away, but this is like he's catching up, so he's still running. This one's here, and then this one. I think it makes more sense like this one is not looking necessarily this way, but rather it's more like this because Link is passing. So now, real Link, I don't think would be scared of these fairies. I think he would more like be like, chomp. You could just, you know, if you're a wolf. But in this situation, I don't know. Maybe they were just really annoying, and then he's trying to run away. It's not like he's terrified. It's more like they're so annoying and he can't escape, and that's why he's like terrified. He's like, oh my god, I'll never escape them. This is actually not the first time I've drawn Link annoyed at the fairies. Technically, I could do 3. But, I don't know. I want to do 3. Where would I put the third one? It's Tattle and Tail, right? Oh, I just realized Tattletale. I mean, I'm sure I realized this before, but I forgot about their names. So now I'm like, oh yeah. So it's like we could do Tattletale and Navi, and then they're all together. Also, I'm realizing the bottom ones are supposed to be much smaller. I was thinking they were kind of looking weird. Looking like a drone. Yeah, I think you're... 2. Hey, listen. Lava is hot. I know, Navi. Leave me alone. God. I am definitely not the only person to draw all 3 fairies together, because it seems like that people have done this. It's so cute. Some people get matching tattoos. These are not on the same layer. No, they are. And now I will show you what the sticker format's gonna look like for this one. And then if we like it, then it's set. Why did you... Sorry, Windmaker Link, you gotta go. I'm gonna do it in green. Blue and green seems very Zelda. It could be like this. Maybe it is better that way. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to execute this, but so far, I think I'm kind of happy with it. It's going to be a big freaking sticker. Like that. That's pretty cute, I think. Yeah, I like it. This is so dorky. To be honest, this is not the type of sticker that I would buy. But it's a type that I would look at and be like, oh my god, that's so cute. I love that. I would buy it for a friend that's a Zelda fan. So I think it still works. I think my partner would really like it. So then, they always say that you are your first customer, essentially, so you should draw things that you like, and then people similar to you will like them. This one, I feel like my partner would like, therefore it does fall under the category of I would still buy it, you know? We have 10 minutes. Crazy. I'm not gonna start coloring because that doesn't seem logical. Actually, usually I stream for 4 hours, but I started my stream pretty late. Oh, that's interesting. That's weird. Oh. Okay, let me fix. I think I know what happened to the audio, but it was really hard for me to tell that something happened. Let me... Actually, I lied. I don't know what's... Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it at the very end. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I can't move the mic really because it's already like here. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I checked in to see if the audio was wacky. I will fix it for next time because I'm not exactly 100% sure. Basically, in my streaming platform, or my streaming software, it says the audio is at the max. So if you're having a really hard time hearing me, there's something wrong on my end, and I don't know what it is because it didn't happen last time. I did say that I gamed with my friend yesterday and I changed the audio, but then when I checked it, it didn't look like it was much changed, actually, so don't know. Don't know. My computer's volume is very high right now. It is also the max. I don't know. Anyway, this is tomorrow's problem because I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. We are going to be streaming the exact same things. I was saying that usually I will stream 4 hours, but I started a little bit late today and we've already hit the end point because if I go any further, I don't really know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. So let me show you. We can decide on the Zelda at least. And clearly if the audio is having a problem, then that kind of sucks. Probably better to do tomorrow, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if you can see it, but I have the layers labeled, and for Zelda, I've actually spelled it Zelda. You see it? It's so dumb. Okay, so here's Linky. We're planning to make it into a sticker. That's why he's got this situation. Obviously not going to be green. I just picked green because Link. I think it's gonna be really cute. This was the sketch that we got from here to here today, which is, I gotta say, kind of impressive. I didn't know I could draw a wolf, so. I was trying to think of a wolf pun, but I couldn't think of one. So there's that. And then we have Zelda, but for some reason I didn't turn off the layers, like the visible layers as a folder. I did it one by one, so I don't know what's going on here. We're gonna look at a mess for a second. What? One of you's gotta be the right one. We don't know, actually. That's what we're going to figure out right now. So, today we also did this Zelda. They're actually on the same page together. So I cut them apart. This is the sketch that we were working with. Where is this blue? I have so many layers on, I'm so sorry. I should have just like turned them off correctly, but I didn't. I wanted to live wild, so clearly. So this is the sketch, and then we got her to here. She's still like her sketch is much softer, so I know I'm going to make her softer when painting. But when I sketch things out, I tend to do it very angular. Why is the sword super polished and finished, you ask? Because it is part of my other Zelda stickers. I already drew them. And I finished them. I swear this Triforce looks cuter in real life. I don't even know if this is the final version. Is it the? I don't think this is the final version. Anyway, the real Triforce is cuter. Okay, I think maybe I don't have it for some reason. Don't pay attention to that. Regardless, this sword is finished. So then I just took it and brought it over here. Only thing was that I had to shrink it, like I had to shorten it because it didn't fit in her arms very well. And I didn't want to draw more of her body, straight up. Speaking of her body, there were 3 different options. We had one, okay, maybe I should turn off that. There's too many things going on. We had one which basically looks like the exact same as her amiibo pose, which I'm not a fan of. What? I didn't do that. Why'd you go over here? Oh, you see? Not listening to me. Alright. So we have this one. We got this one. This is the original vibe that I was going for, and you can see that I had the original vibe here. Actually, to be honest, I redrew the body because I didn't know how to figure it out. My issue was that the bottom of the sword and her original pose were really far apart. So then I had to like crop basically to her waist, or it would be really confusing of what the orientation of the sticker was, and people would be sticking it, but they'd be confused when sticking it. They don't know which way to put her. So I wanted it to look like compositionally like it flowed. I think I like this one. This one is too similar to that, and it seems like she's standing upright and she's kind of proud. I wanted it to be more like of a gentle, like magical vibe of like she's floating. We can't see her feet, but she's floating or she's cradling. So she's curling up a little bit to hold it like she cares. Except for her other hand, it's holding it gently because it's doing magic. So that's what I was thinking. This one was another attempt to essentially do this. However, as we can see, her body broke because I was trying to figure it out. So I think we can delete this one, actually. There's too many layers. I hate working in like a million layers. Like this. Also, I added this, but I didn't finish drawing it because I figured that we're gonna change it or something. Yeah. Originally, I did draw the sword, and then I was like, wait a second. We could be clever about this, okay? All right. So, that is what I did today. I could, like, finish it up a little bit more. But considering the audio's being wacky and, it's just kind of a slow day, I think we're gonna stop here. But I will continue them tomorrow. I actually wasn't sure if I was gonna do like all of Zelda first and then move on to Wolf Link. So instead, what's probably gonna happen is we're actually going to paint both of them, but as much as I can. This one's probably gonna take longer because this one clearly was taking longer while I was working on it. It was kind of hard. Like, she's so detailed. She doesn't look like Zelda yet. At first, she kind of looked like Link, and now she just kind of looks like very pointy. Also, her facial features and her face is not matching. I foresee the future that her head doesn't actually work angle-wise. But that's... I'm gonna figure that out tomorrow. Okie dokie. Thank you so much for watching if you managed to deal with the audio. And I will see you tomorrow, and hopefully you'll be able to hear me better. Thank you, bye bye!